Hi everyone, welcome back to Raw FPL for the final time this season. So we're finally here, game week 38. So yeah, I just want to say a big thanks for all the support. Obviously, going into the final game week, I think the chances of top 100k now are probably really slim unless something massive happens. But yeah, I'll talk a bit about it in this video. But yeah, massive thank you for all your support across the season. I will be doing more videos come next season. So if you do find any value, you do enjoy the content, please do hit that like button and consider subscribing. But yeah, let's jump into it. Okay, so game week 37 then, quick review, and it was a green arrow, 58 points. I went up to about 141k. But yeah, it could have and probably should have been way bigger, and I think I'm about 18 points off of the top 100k. But yeah, I'll start in defence. Raya, 7 points. Obviously, if you had Saliba, that's really unfortunate. Obviously, he went off with that injury, which I'll talk a bit about in the next section. But it looks like he's out now, definitely for the next game. So yeah, Raya with the 7 points. Konza, absolute hero, getting that goal, getting the 3 bonus, and the clean sheet. So 15 points. It started off so well. I decided to get Jamie Vardy in instead of Ollie Watkins, and Watkins just got the 5 points. Obviously, Konza and Rodgers both getting 15 and 6. And then so many people brought in Watkins and so many people captained him. So obviously Friday night, I kind of thought, all right, this could be a good game week. And it was okay. But yeah, Guardiola, obviously 96th minute, goal conceded. But to be honest, I don't think it matters that much because so many people have Man City defenders. Munoz, turns out I should have played Kivior. But yeah, I mean, Munoz, again, I think it was probably the right decision. Munoz, I was debating whether or not he'd play and get 90 minutes, and he did. He got 90 minutes, so I think it probably was the right decision. If you said, Kivior was going to play and Munoz was going to play 90 minutes against Wolves, I would have played Munoz regardless. So I think the decision was right. It was just a bit unlucky. De Bruyne and Salah. I mean, obviously, start with De Bruyne. It's his final home game, final game at the Etihad. He has a ball passed to him, and he's about 4 yards out, and he somehow managed to smack it against the crossbar. So, yeah, I mean, you just can't plan for that. You do need some luck on your side, and this game week especially. I mean, this season really, it's just been, yeah, I don't know, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. But De Bruyne smacks it against the bar. If he scores that there, I said I was 18 points down from top 100k. That would have been an extra 5, potentially more because of bonus. But Salah, my captain, I mean, like I said, Watkins, he got the 5, so I kind of thought, right, we could be on something here. And Buemo, he only got 5 as well. And then Salah, he missed from about 4 yards out as well, an open goal. So De Bruyne and Salah both missing open nets from like 4 yards out is, madness. And obviously he was the captain as well, so a goal there would have been 10 points, probably some bonus points as well. So with De Bruyne, 10 points from Salah, De Bruyne another 5, that's 15. Probably some extra bonus points as well for Salah. I know he is owned by quite a lot of people, so it might not have been enough to get me into the top 100k just with those two alone, but it would have been close. So yeah, I don't know, just not been my season. But yeah, again, I think the decisions was right. De Bruyne missing and Salah missing like that, it's just quite unlucky. But yeah, Salah blanking pretty much killed it really. Other than that, Buemo, he obviously again, Buemo's pretty unlucky to be honest if you did captain him because 9 times out of 10 he scores that penalty, but he obviously got the was it a goal or was it an assist? I think he got the goal, and then he obviously had that penalty which he missed. So yeah, and Buemo another day, that's a massive haul as well. So I think Watkins owners and Watkins captainers got away with it really. Rodgers with the 6. Sarr, he came and got the assist, which to be honest I'd rather he stayed off and just didn't play because I had Kivior. Vardy to say, Vardy, what a legend. I opted to get him instead of Watkins. 8 points. He got the 200 goal in 500 appearances. So yeah, a good send off. Yeah, what a legend he's been. And he's now that's going to be his final game now. He's not playing in the Bournemouth game. So if you do have Vardy, you need him. just to let you know, he's not going to be playing. He wanted to end because it was 13 years exactly to the day that we signed Vardy. So yeah, I think it was a fine farewell. 8 points, and yeah, a good farewell for Vardy, really. Wood, I believe he hit the crossbar or something as well, so he blanked. And then Isak, he had like a minor groin injury. It does look like Isak will be back though, so I wouldn't go selling him. And yeah, to be honest, we should get some leaks hopefully because all the teams kick off at the same time on Sunday. So we'll hopefully get some leaks. So I wouldn't go making any early transfer, especially if it doesn't price you out. I definitely wouldn't go for any early transfers because we should hopefully get leaks that players are starting and things. So yeah, 58 points. It could have been a lot better. Up to 141k, so it was a small green arrow. But yeah, I think that top 100k looks pretty slim now. But let's talk about game week 38 now, and I'll talk you through my transfers. I've got a lot of money in the bank, and I've got one free transfer, so let's take a look. On to game week 38 then, and there's no point in using FPL.team because it's the last game week, so this is how the team's looking at the moment. I've got Raya, and I do have Areola on the bench, but yeah, obviously I prefer the Arsenal defence. So I've gone for Raya in net, Southampton away. I've then gone for Kivior, who, again, double Arsenal defence, really good fixture, so hopefully a clean sheet there. Saliba, so it does look like he's out now. So if you have Saliba, if you can bench him and you've got a decent bench, then I'll probably just do that. For example, I've got Konza on the bench at the moment, Man United away. Obviously, Man United just lost Europa League as well, so I don't know. I think they'll probably come out with a bit of a point to prove, but equally, it's a dead game, and Villa need to win that really to secure Champions League. So yeah, I don't mind playing Konza, but I just don't know. I mean, Dan Burn, Everton at home, and Guardiola. I just prefer those two. I think Man United probably will score, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I had Saliba, for example, I would just bench him for Konza. But if the rest of your team looks good, I think selling Saliba to someone like a Ben White, because Timber's out as well, so Ben White should start, and he's going to be a massive differential. So if you do want to make a defender transfer and you want to go somewhere like Saliba to Ben White, I think that looks really good. Also, other options, you've got Kirkes, who plays Leicester at home, obviously really attacking. But to be honest, for the best part, I think the last game of the season, you want to be focusing your transfers on like attacking options. But like I say, if the rest of your team looks good, then I don't mind something like Saliba to like a Ben White or something like that. But yeah, backline, Kivior, Dan Burn, Everton. I mean, yeah, they've obviously just had the last game at Goodison Park, and they don't really have anything to play for. Newcastle, they're still playing for Champions League spot, and yeah, I think it's probably one of the best chances of a clean sheet, along with Arsenal against Southampton. So currently playing Dan Burn ahead of Konza. As I say, I think Konza is fine to play, but I just think Man United will score. Then Guardiola, at this point, you could sort of look to go against him because he's so highly owned, but we know what he can do, so I'm just going to play him against Fulham. Into midfield, I've got De Bruyne against Fulham. He obviously came off because of that red card. He should start, I think. But again, I just hold off transfers because we'll hopefully get leaks, especially from Man City. We should get leaks about who's starting. So if he, for example, isn't going to start, then I can just transfer him out to someone like a Saka or like a Bowen or something like that. So De Bruyne is in at the moment. Salah currently has the captain armband, although you'll see in a minute I might change that. But yeah, Salah, I mean, Palace, they've obviously just won the FA Cup. Liverpool, they don't really need to do anything, but Salah individually, I think he needs 2 more goal involvements to break the record of Premier League goal involvement, so he'll surely be gunning for that, and it wouldn't surprise me if his teammates are going to be looking for him to help him beat that. So at the moment, Salah is the captain, Palace at home, and I think he is going to be probably the highest owned captain. So if you are looking to climb the rank, which, like I say, I'm 18 points off top 100k, so I don't think it's going to be happening. But if you're closer, for example, then there are other options. You could potentially look at Mbeumo, Isak, if he's fit, which it looks like he should be. And I do like Saka as well, which I'll talk about in a sec. And then obviously Bowen against Ipswich. So currently Salah and Mbeumo with the vice. Rodgers against, like I say, it's probably going to be a tired Man United side. So happy to play him. I've currently got Sarr playing, but I will be looking to transfer him out, as I'll show you in a sec. And then it's Isak against Everton at home. So he did go off with a minor groin injury. Now they only need to like get, I think it's like a point or so. Maybe definitely need to just get, like, if they win against Everton, they'll be fine for Champions League. So there's 2 games, obviously Arsenal or Everton. And if they had a better chance of winning one of them, it's going to be Everton, right? So I think they were just resting Isak. And then I think they should play him this game against Everton at home. So he should be fine, but again, just wait for the leaks. But I'm guessing he's going to start. And to be honest, a differential captain, I don't know, Isak, a lot of people will be put off by the flag. So it could be a good differential captain there. I am debating it. But as I say, I think I'm probably too far away from top 100k now. But yeah, Isak's definitely on the radar. And then Wood, Chelsea at home. They both need to win that game. So yeah, that could be quite a good game. And Wood, I'm just not going to use a transfer because I just don't think it's worth it. I think it's fine to have. On the bench, Areola, Ipswich away, sorry. Vardy, obviously he's not going to play, but I've got Konza and I've got Munoz, so that's kind of fine. So the transfer I'm looking at is, as I say, we should get leaks, so just save the transfers. But the only thing is, I've got exactly enough to go from Sarr to Saka. Like that. So that is probably what I'm going to do. So I'll play Sarr to Saka. So then if I swap over to FPL.team, I can just show you how the Saka transfer would look. So I'd have Raya net, Guardiola, Kivior, Burn. And then I have De Bruyne, Salah, currently got the captain armband, Mbeumo, Rodgers, Saka. Then it'd be Wood and Isak up top. So I think it looks really good. As I say, I do think Salah is the best captain option. Crystal Palace at home is going for those, those personal records. But if you're chasing rank, Saka obviously could be good. But there is, there's not going to be a massive shock if Ranieri suddenly starts, I don't think, or if, Saka's subbed off early. Because for them, Arsenal don't really need to do anything. Like they've basically got Champions League now. So they're not really, it's a bit of a dead game. Whereas Salah, he's going to start. He's played, I think he started every single game this season. But Saka, he could definitely come off. He could even be benched, you don't know. So yeah, the theme of this video basically is just hold your transfers. Unless, like me, if Saka goes up in price, I won't be able to do this. So there's a chance that I need to just risk it and get Saka in if he does go up. But I'll keep an eye on price like rising and things. But yeah, currently that's the plan. It will be Sarr out, Saka in, and then yeah, I'm going to probably captain Salah, but yeah, there's a temptation to go for Saka. But yeah, if you are chasing, I think Bowen could be a really good shout. So if, for example, we find out that De Bruyne's benched, then I'd probably just do Saka in for De Bruyne instead, and then I'll just play Sarr. But equally, if you've already got Saka, for example, I think Bowen is probably the next best option. So Bowen against Ipswich, and he's even a good captain shout as well. So I do like Bowen. I really like Saka. Obviously, Mbeumo is nice and safe. If you want to take a bit more of a risk, then yeah, captaining Saka's probably, he's going to be much more differential than Salah. So yeah, that's how the team is looking. I've got Raya, Guardiola, Kivior, Burn, De Bruyne, Salah captain, and Mbeumo, Rodgers. Transferring will be Saka, and then it'll be Wood and Isak. As I say, Isak, I think he'll play. Just keep an eye out, see what Eddie Howe says in the press conference. If Isak is out for whatever reason, then I could do something like Isak to Watkins. But I just think so many people have got Watkins now that I kind of want to go against it. So yeah, we'll see what Eddie Howe says. Transfer Sarr to Saka most likely. So I'll leave that on there. If you did enjoy it, please do drop a like and consider subscribing. I will be releasing more videos, I'm going to have a bit of a time off, and then towards the sort of start of the next season, I'll be doing updated drafts and things like that. So yeah, have a great last game week, and fingers crossed it's all green arrows. and I'll catch you again in the next season. Thank you very much for the support, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.